One of the topics that I've been focusing on over the last week is GPU mining profits, or lack of them. You know, it's not a great time to be a GPU miner right now. Profits are minimal, or you could actually be losing money. And this was something that I've talked about a lot over the last week in my live streams. But in particular, I talked about it in a video entitled, I'm selling all my 1066 gigabyte graphics cards. Good title for the video, isn't it? So that video got a lot of attention. Thanks to everyone who watched it. There was a lot of good comments from it, and you can see here 170 comments, and there's some fantastic comments here. A lot of people support why I'm selling, and they support the reasons why I'm selling my cards. I believe it's the right thing to do at this point. A lot of people supporting it, saying I should have done it months ago. You can see, I think you missed the boat, you should have sold months ago. Other people saying that, well, they're going to keep their cards, but they respect my decision and they understand where I'm coming from. There's other people who have said that what they're going to do is just switch off the rigs right now and then switch them back on later on. And I can understand that thinking as well, because you're betting on the market picking up. But there was a lot of other comments as well, and yeah, that's what I want to touch upon in this video, because a lot of those comments, some of them were, they were saying things like, I'm disappointed in you, Kevin. I thought you were a miner. Why are you doing this? You don't have faith. Are you poor? I saw some comments saying, are you poor? Can you not afford your cards now? And they're like, well, why aren't you just going to hodl? Now, most of these kind of comments, they're all related to the fact that some people are willing to mine at a loss. Some people actually acknowledged in the comment area that they are running at a loss. They're paying more for their electricity than, the coins that are worth that they're mining. So those people are running at a loss. And a lot of people feel that you should do that. Now, I do think that some of these comments and some of the people leaving these comments, perhaps in their defense, maybe they don't understand someone with a larger setup. Now, I don't think I've got a huge setup. I don't have a farm. I had 30 GPUs. I'm now down to 21. I sent 4 to CEX and I sold 5 directly to people via a tech forum called AV Forums. And I'm down to 21, but I had 30 before, and I had 30 GPUs for like 9-10 months there. I think that, and I'm not trying to criticize anyone here, so please don't get upset, but I think if someone is sitting there with maybe a 1080 Ti, maybe a 1070 Ti, maybe a 1050 or 1050 Ti, if you've got 2 or 3 or even 4 cards, then you're not going to be too upset about the market just now. If you're running at a loss, you're maybe losing a couple of cents per day, or you're not risking a huge amount. And I realize those cards put together, you have invested a little bit of money, but when you scale up your operation, when you spent thousands and not hundreds on cards, well, you really do have to look at the economies of scale. You really do have to look at your electricity costs, your mining profits. You need to review everything. You can't, you don't have the luxury, and you shouldn't have the luxury of just mining whatever you wanted. No one has a bottomless pit of cash. And maybe some people were kind of trolling me with those comments, but even if you are rich, you would, maybe I'm being harsh here, but you would be stupid to, have a large GPU mining operation and keep mining at a loss. You're losing money. And in any business, it doesn't matter what business you're talking about, whether it's a little cafe down the road or a big warehouse or a a international huge company with lots of different businesses and arms and corporate. If you're running at a loss, well, it's not good. So I don't think people should run at a loss. But, there was a lot of comments saying, well, if you believe in the project, if you believe in it, you should just hodl and things like that. But really, it's nothing about believing in cryptocurrency. I am super bullish on cryptocurrency. I really am super bullish on cryptocurrency. I do believe this is here to stay. I am very confident of that. And I'm contributing. I'm part of the SafeCoin team. I'm trying to help out in my own little way. And the channel, of course. But there's been a lot of comments about that. And in the live stream on Tuesday, I did touch upon this subject. I'll show you this clip in a second. And I did touch upon this subject, and that's what I wanted to talk in this video. Talk about electricity costs and things like that. And as I said, I do think that a lot of people perhaps don't understand my situation. It's not because I'm in poverty. It's not because I need the money. Saying that, I am, I'm hoping to sell some of these cars. I'm going to spend a few thousand on YouTube equipment. YouTube isn't cheap. And if you're talking about running at a loss, YouTube is it. But yeah, I think a lot of people, perhaps they don't have a large operation, but also I think there's a lot of people that don't understand how much of a factor electricity can be in your mining profits. At the start of the year, I didn't care about electricity. I was running my cards, at a higher power rating. I wasn't going down at 55, 60% like I am now, because I was making $70, $80 per day. I wasn't caring if my electricity bill was an extra few dollars a day. But when the profits keep going down, well, electricity becomes a bigger factor, and now electricity accounts for, well, pretty much 100% of the profits that I make. It really is that bad. Now, they say not to feed the trolls. And they say not to feed the trolls. But on my stream on Tuesday, there was a comment left by someone called Rolltide. He's left a few comments on my channel before. And I'm not seen as a troll. Get out of the way. But he did leave a comment. So this was the stream that I did the other day. So 2 days ago, I did a stream and we were chatting about a lot of different things. Thanks to everyone who tuned into that. It was a good laugh. But he posted a comment. And I'll share with you the comment just now. So the comment says, and with that, I'm unsubbed. At 8:45, you speak as if the people who are mining at a loss are stupid, and says it goes against the whole point of cryptocurrency mining. The point of cryptocurrency mining is to secure and support the network. Maybe your whole point is to turn a small profit, but that is not the whole point. You're now talking up masternodes after making videos on how they're dangerous, and seem to only make videos about stuff that is hot in the news for views, all the while being overly sensitive to criticism. For me personally, I don't think you have anything to offer. Thanks anyway. Just wondering how long until you hide this comment because it isn't praising your opinion. As I said, you shouldn't feed the trolls. Now, this is something I've seen this kind of thing for like 20 years. I've run a lot of forums over the years, and a lot of people, when you run a discussion forum, they don't just leave. It's like an overly dramatic, I'm leaving and this is why I'm leaving type thing. And I do understand that, if you're passionate about a community and you're frustrated about something, then fine. But to touch upon some of those things, well, I'll show you that I did respond to him, so I'll talk about the response. My first response said, I get criticism every single day. People disagree with me every day. That isn't a problem, nor is you publicly saying you're unsubbing because you disagree with one thing I said. But I don't agree that anyone should mine at a loss. People don't invest tens of thousands into rigs in order to secure a network. They want a return. They aren't doing it out of the goodness of their hearts. Then I said, I missed your comment about masternodes before. I never once said masternodes are dangerous. Not once. I said that I didn't like those 80% masternode coins. Anyways, best of luck. So the masternode comment is really not anything to do with anything. But if you watch my channel, well, that's not true. I've did a lot of videos complaining about pre-sale masternode coins, all these proof of stake masternode coins that are like 80% to the masternodes from block 1. I don't like those coins. So the fact that I've put some coins into an Ether 1 node, it's got nothing to do with that. That's a completely different subject. But yeah, as far as overly sensitive to criticism, I don't think you can be overly sensitive to criticism on YouTube. I get comments every day. Some of them are abusive, some are downright racist. But I have absolutely no problem with anyone disagreeing with me. I've got no problem with it. Especially, the only thing I ever ask of anyone posting a comment on my videos is if you're going to post a comment and you disagree with me, just be nice about it. Don't be an a-hole. Be respectful, be polite. Take, for example, Roderick. Roderick's been on my streams and we were disagreeing a lot about FPGAs in the stream. But that's fine. He's got a different opinion about certain things. I've got a different opinion about certain things. This is what my channel is about. I'm going to voice my opinion about certain things. But there's a kind of reverse psychology going on with certain comments like that as well. I do realise there's a kind of trolling aspect of that. Because when someone it's like saying someone, cheer up. Why are you so unhappy? You go, I'm not unhappy. I'm happy. I'm happy. And you kind of fight back at it. And it's like that if someone says you're overly sensitive. But I've had that before where someone says a comment and I say, well, I disagree, I think ABC, and then they reply, whoa, don't get so upset. Why are you angry about this? And you're like, I'm not angry. I just don't agree with you. But hey, this is what you need to deal with on YouTube. But, you know, I've got nothing against Roll Tide. But what I do disagree with there, the Masternodes comment, kind of irrelevant. I never said that, so that's just a lie. Quite frankly, that's a lie. I've never said that. As far as me being overly sensitive to criticism, I don't know. Maybe there has been some comments that have been, but no, I don't think I'm someone, you know, that is overly sensitive. But the real comment there, and the real thing that really stuck out there, it wasn't that, you know, all the rest of it. The real thing that stuck out there was maybe your whole point is to turn a small profit, but that is not the whole point of it. You're now talking up Masternodes after making videos. All right, sorry, I'm going off comment here. Maybe your point is to turn a small profit, but that is not the whole point of it. He's saying the point of cryptocurrency mining is to secure and support the network. I don't agree with that. Now, yes, that is the purpose of mining. That is the purpose of the blockchain and all that. But that, you know, let's be honest here. Let's cut the bull crap. No one out there, no one watching this channel is investing tens of thousands in GPUs and ASIC miners because they're doing it for the love of the blockchain. There's no one doing that. It really, you know, it doesn't make any sense. Are you trying to tell me that you love Bitcoin so much that you're going to run at a loss and lose money? But let's see what Roll Tide was talking about, and I'll play the part of the video that he was referring to the other day. I was thinking about doing a video, I might still do this, but just a video just to remind people that your mining profits have to be higher than your electricity costs. I swear to God, if you go through the one that I said I'm selling is actually, it's got like 78 comments, right? A lot of people saying you're doing the right thing. A lot of people saying, well, I'm switching my rigs off. A lot of other people, which is fine to disagree with me, but a lot of people are saying just mine at a loss. I'm like, why would you spend more money on electricity than the coins that you're mining? This goes against the whole principle of cryptocurrency mining. I think a lot of people just don't understand that. I don't know why they don't understand it. I feel like hitting my head against the wall, but a lot of people have been saying, I'm running at a loss too, but I'm going to keep mining. And you're like, well, why? You're losing money. Switch it off and just buy the coins. It makes absolutely no sense. But it's kind of bizarre that a lot of people have that mindset. I understand people that disagree with me and say, I'm going to switch it off, but I believe, you know, the market will pick up and then I'll start mining again. That's fine. But a lot of people are just like, I'm running pretty much at a loss as well, but I'm just going to mine. Someone said, I'm going to mine with the same cards for 5 to 10 years. 10 years with a current series GPUs. We will be flying about in spaceships at that point. I continue to hope that we will be flying around in spaceships in 5 to 10 years time. But the whole point of that rant, that complaint there that I did on my live stream the other day, it was that I disagree with people who are saying that I should mine at a loss. A lot of people were telling me to do that. They were saying that I should mine at a loss. And, you know, as a YouTuber, sometimes you have to be maybe a little bit more polite than you would be if you were talking about them when the camera wasn't switched on. I won't lie about that. And I'm not trying to call anyone stupid or call anyone out or be anything, you know, say anything like that. I'm not trying to be an a-hole about it. But yeah, you shouldn't be mining at a loss. You really shouldn't be mining at a loss. And I really do hope that I convince some of you who are doing that to do otherwise. You really shouldn't be spending more on electricity than the coins that you're mining. If I go to what to mine, look at the current situation. Metaverse, it says out of 21 GPUs, like thousands upon thousands upon thousands of pounds worth of graphics cards, and it's sitting there at 37 cents. If I go to Nice Hash, 1 cent. Everything else is losing me money. I'm at the point I have to switch off my rigs. That's where I am right now. And some of these coins out there, you know, you're saying secure the network, doing it for the projects that you like. Well, doing it for the projects I like is going to cost me $5 or $10 per day. It's throwing money down the drain. And you can see what I put in there. I've got 15 1060s, 6 1080 Ti's, and 18 cents per kilowatt hour. A lot of people in the UK will actually be paying more than that. Now, I could, of course, put in my exact specific hash rate for a particular coin here to get a more accurate reading, but this is just to show you and just to demonstrate what is actually going on. And I think that the argument is, the argument to keep your GPUs, switch them off just now and then start mining later. I think that's a valid argument. I think anyone who's doing that, I can't disagree with them. It's not something I think I want to do. Maybe I do it with my 1080 Ti's, but as far as my 1060s, my idea is just to sell them. And I'm not selling them all immediately, but over the next 3 or 4 weeks, I'll probably try and offload most of my 1060s. But if you're switching off your graphics cards with the hope of, the mining profits go back up, yeah, that's a valid strategy. That is a valid strategy, and I'm not going to call out anyone for doing that. And it could, time will tell. I don't have a magic 8 ball. I don't have any kind of, any way to look into the future and tell you guys what's going to happen. And beware of any YouTubers or anyone on social media that's going to tell you otherwise and say, I can assure you Bitcoin will be this at that date. This coin will be this at that date. Beware of those guys. Beware, because they don't know what's happening. No one does. So switching off your rigs is a legitimate strategy, and wait for profits to go back up. I'm not going to argue anyone doing that. Selling, which is what I'm deciding to do with my 1060s, because, well, they're a few years old, those cars now. They've been out for a few years, so I think it's the right time to sell. But running at a loss, and again, I'm not trying to insult anyone with this. He was saying that I'm calling these people stupid, but call it what you will. You shouldn't be running at a loss. You should not be running at a loss. I cannot stress this enough, guys. I really can't stress this enough. If you go to what to mine and you plug in all the graphics cards that you've got, and if the hash rate values here aren't accurate, then fine. Or if you don't trust what to mine, use another calculator or check your pool that you're mining at, and then check your wattage at the wall. Check what you're actually drawing. Get a more accurate figure. But if you put in all your values and you are seeing loss, then switch off your rigs and use the money you'll be paying for your electricity bill and use it to buy the coins that you want. Now, again, everyone's situation is different. If you're in a country with cheap electricity, you're probably looking at what to mine right now and it's saying $10, $5, $20. You're fine. Electricity costs aren't eating into your profits. Likewise, if you only have a 1050 Ti, a 1070, maybe a 1080 Ti, you've only got a few cards, maybe your loss is like 20 cents per day, and maybe you think, well, that's going to save me trading, it's going to save me depositing, it's going to save me all the hassle of getting the coins that I want when I can just mine it. That I understand. Likewise, if you're staying with your parents, you're staying in an apartment that you rent, you're staying anywhere where you aren't actually paying for the electricity. Maybe you're doing it on the fly at work. Fine. That is a completely different argument, because instead of putting 18 cents into there, you'll be putting 0. And when you put 0, all of a sudden you're not running at a loss. All of a sudden you're making $10, $10, $9, $9, $8, that kind of thing. So that does change the situation. But I cannot stress enough, guys. Disagree with me if you want. I do encourage you to debate with me. All I can do on this channel is give you my opinion. And regular subscribers, regular viewers, people who watch my videos a lot, you guys disagree with me all the time. I've got absolutely no problem with that. This isn't an ego thing. I'm not saying my way or the highway. I say what's on my mind. I'm honest about my opinions and things like that. But also, facts are facts, and I don't want anyone to lose money. Put ego to the side, put your passion and your loyalty to to any project to the side, to anything like that. Don't run at a loss. I cannot stress that enough. Check your situation. If you're not making a huge amount of money, you might want to sell your GPUs, because new, the 20 series Nvidia cards are coming out. There's AMD cards coming out at the end of 2018 as well. But don't run at a loss. Break even, fine. If that's how you want to do it, fine. But don't run at a loss. Switch your rigs off, and then you can decide, right, I'm going to switch them back on later, or then I'll maybe sell the cards. Here's the thing, guys. I don't want any of you to lose money, even the ones that, maybe post cheeky comments or whatever. But I don't want anyone out there to lose money. Look at this as if you're running a business. That's the way that you should be running it. And don't have any emotional ties to anything really. Not to a project, not to any kind of equipment. Oh, see all these kind of things that I've got lying about in my room? It's all just computer chips and technology, and that's all a GPU mining card is. That's all a graphics card is. That's all a microphone or a camera is. All these things, it's just technology. Don't have any emotional ties to a graphics card or an ASIC mining card or an FPGA. And don't forget why you got into this in the first place. If you got into GPU mining, if you spent tens of thousands of dollars into a farm or a rig, and you did it because you want to help out and you want to secure the blockchain, well, you need your head examined. There's no better way to say it. You do need your head examined. But I think if everyone is honest with themselves, even the ones that are loyal to a project, even with ones that are, they want to stick in with GPU mining, then be honest with it. You got involved in GPU mining. You got involved in cryptocurrency mining. Yes, because you like cryptocurrency. You do believe in decentralization. You do believe in what it's trying to do to the world. But you never invested all this money to hardware for fun. You never did it to help the world. You did it to make money. And once you realize that, once you accept that, you can start to make decisions that will help you long term. Now, I don't believe GPU mining is dead. I do believe that the way things are going, it could be more of a niche thing. We might see less coins, with that are mined with GPUs rather than ASIC miners or whatever. But I don't think it's dead. We are in a bad time in the market and all that. Leave emotion at the door, guys. Leave emotion at the door. Do your research. Don't run at a loss. And again, I want to hear your opinion on this, guys. I want you to leave comments. I want to hear your viewpoint on this whole thing. But don't take it personally. If I say something and you disagree with me, I saw a few people saying, "Oh, I'm so sad that you're leaving that you're selling your cards, or that you're leaving GPU mining and things like that." I'm like, well, I'm not leaving GPU mining right now, but just someone getting upset because I'm selling my cards. Yeah, I don't understand that, if I'm honest. But I cannot stress this enough, and I'll say it again and again and again. And I know I'm beating a dead horse at this point, but if you are entering your figures into any cryptocurrency calculator and all of the return values are negative or not enough profits for you, you need to consider switching off the rigs. You need to consider then what you do. Do you sell your GPUs? Do you wait later and switch them back on? But you need to have a think of your whole operation. And anyone that's got more than, say, 10, or anyone more than a rig, anyone's got a rig or more, has to think about this. You're not going to lose a lot of money if you've only got a couple of cards. But when you've got several cards or more, 10, 20, 30, 50, 100, the profits just aren't there right now. And if that is the case for you because of electricity, you need to take a step back and think about it all. Thanks for watching, guys. And just to clarify again, I wasn't trying to call out Roll Tide or be mean to anyone. That's not what I'm trying to do on my channel. But I really can't stress enough how much I disagree with people that are saying that I should run at a loss. I cannot disagree any more than I already have in this video. So mine for money, mine for profits, guys. So thanks for watching, guys. I do appreciate it. Please do leave a comment, and I'll speak to you all in the next one. Take care.